Guys, on today's vlog, I will be discussing the death of my daughter. This will be the very first time me discussing this on social media. So I hope this will be a blessing to someone. I hope it give someone strength to lost their child to keep going. Never give up. Never give up on faith and never give up on God. So now we'll get into this vlog, and I hope you enjoy. If you stay into the end, please go ahead and like, comment, and share. Hit that subscribe button, and I appreciate it. Again, thank you for my new subscriber, and I thank you guys. I thank my number one day one people who continue to subscribe and stay there with me. Love y'all. So let's get into this vlog. Just coming on, just having a conversation. I'm gonna try not to be messing with this hair too, but oh, hold on, y'all. Let me finish clocking out. Okay, I'm sorry about that. I thought I fully clocked out. Actually, I'm on my lunch break and I have my hot chocolate. I'm going to talk about something I never talked about on social media, and majority of people on my Facebook, like my family, everybody know. So I'm going to talk about my daughter death. If I get teary-eyed, I know y'all understand. You understand. But I am stronger now. So maybe, prayerfully, this will help a mother who lost their child. Her death was aired on Fatal Attraction. If you probably saw it, yes, that was me. Because I see a lot of my followers, some of my followers on Facebook, they inbox me to ask me, so I let them know, yes, that's me. Yes, that was my daughter. So my daughter was born May 28, 1987. She's my oldest out of my 5 kids. I got pregnant at the age of 16, teenager mother. Hey, I'm not the only one. And at the time, when my grandmother, she was living, she was a pastor, and she was my pastor. Now, once my grandmother had anything bad or negative to say about me, she was there with me. She didn't had anything bad to say about me. She didn't. The only thing she did, because she just said she didn't believe having kids out of wedlock. Hey, it's a lot of us did that. So on June the 28th, 2013, my daughter was murdered. She was strangulated. And that day, I will never forget, guys. I will never forget that day. My daughter used to come over my house every day because she didn't work too far from here. She graduated from high school. She was going to college, and she would work another job selling insurance with Affleck. She was coming over my house every day on her lunch break, about the same time. And when she comes, as soon as she come in, I won't forget, and I never will forget. She'll come there, stand by my door, and say, hey, and she'll tell my husband hello. They'll say, hey, Ben. They call my husband Ben. They'll say, hey, Ben. And see, he'll say, hey. So that particular day, let's go back. Up until her death, every day she was coming, we were talking. And she was telling me things that he was doing. She was telling me that he was going in her kids' room, stealing their change out their bank. And she was telling me she trying to leave him. And a lot of stuff I found out after she was she passed away, and it's like the people that was telling me the things that was going on. I'm like, why would you bring this to a mother after she passed away? I didn't know a lot of this stuff that was going on with her. I just knew one incident when what happened. My son that told me about it, and that was her first sign. Because God, let me tell you something. I am not gonna get off this conversation. When you're dealing with any relationship, I don't care what it is, God give us that sign. Us as female and male, we ignore them signs because we so in love. We so in love. So that incident was a sign. So up until that week, she was telling me, "Mom, I'm not happy with him. I want to leave." And she always was telling me she wants to go in the military. And I'm like, "Girl, you ain't going to the military. You got too many kids." Which I was saying it as jokingly, because I joke with my kids a lot. So she was telling me she wants to go to Texas with one of her girlfriends. And I told her, I always tell my kids, do what's make you happy. So the day, June the 28th, 2013, she didn't come to my house. So I called her to see where she was, because she used to come over, get her something to eat, and take her a nap. She didn't answer. I called. She didn't answer. And I called. So at that time, I went on my Facebook page and I made a comment post, and I said, if anybody heard from my daughter, tell her to call her. Excuse me, y'all. Y'all bear with me. This is my first time doing this. I said, anybody heard from my daughter, to tell her to call her mom. At this time, the boy she was messing with, he got pulled over in her truck, which the truck she had was the truck she got from me, Ford Explorer. He got pulled over in LaGrange, and he went to jail. At this time, I didn't know her purse and all this was in the truck. So I kept calling her, At the time, I called my kids. I called my oldest son, because they real close. So I said, you heard from your sister? And he replied back and said, Ma, she okay, Candy okay. My daughter name's Candy. Well, I nicknamed her. Well, my stepfather nicknamed her Candy. So I said, no, something ain't right. You know when you get that mother instinct and you know something ain't right, you know, that's what I got. I said, no. I said, nobody heard from her. She ain't been on Facebook. Something ain't right. I'm a bad back. So the day before she was murdered, she called me, she asked me, Ma, can I stay at your house? Because my AC went out. And she asked me could her and her friend stay over, her girlfriend. I said, yes. So she never showed up. I was waiting, but she never showed up. I went to bed not knowing all this, what was going on. So I went up to my grandmother, which my grandmother was deceased. My grandmother passed away a year before this happened. My grandmother was a pastor. As I said from the beginning, she was a pastor for 20-some years, and she retired. My grandmother passed away from Alzheimer's. So, y'all, it look blurry and stuff. I guess it's raining here. Georgia got bipolar weather. So, I went up to my grandmother. At the time, it ain't at the time. My grandmother's home was in the front, and her church was in the back of her house. And my mom and my uncle was there, and my uncle's wife, and it was somebody else I can't remember, but I remember my mom and uncle was there. So what I said, excuse me, y'all. I said, Ma, I hope my daughter ain't sat there and died in her apartment for heat stroke. So my mama goes, don't say that. Don't you say that. Not knowing at the same time. So I said, Mom, I'm going to go to her apartment and see what the landlord let me in. In between time, I had contacted her dad. And I contacted her girlfriend, the one who's supposed to be staying with me. I said, have you talked to Candy? And she said, no. I said, well, I'm headed to her apartment. She said, I'm going to go over there because I know she used to have a window open and I know which one it is and I'm going to go in it. So me and my husband was headed over there, and her dad and stepbrother, they got there before we did. I was like 5 minutes from her apartment, and it took like every bit of 30 minutes to get there. I got the call, y'all. I got the call. They found my daughter in her apartment. Y'all, this man hog-tied my daughter like she was a piece of trash. When I say he hog-tied her, and for her autopsy, y'all, they say he tied up her flesh. And my understanding, they said that she was still living when he put her in the tub. She just slowly died. He hit her in the head, which I think he got her, well, he did when the trial, he said she walked out from him, he punched her, and that's, I guess she went and she passed out, and he tied up and everything else. So her dad and stepbrother got there before I did, and they went in the apartment, and the maintenance guy was in there working on her AC. The guy didn't know she was in there in the bathroom. Her bathroom door was closed. And her dad found her in the tub and her stepbrother. So when I got there, her dad said, she gone. I know I called my sister and I called my mom. My mom, I know her, she was on the phone screaming. My uncle got the phone. I told her. So by that time they got there, my sister called my daddy. And when they got there, I did ask everybody. I said, do not call excuse me, y'all. I said, do not call my other kids. I would call them. So somehow, someone posted on social media, and my daughter, my youngest daughter who stayed with me, was at work, and she found out that away. And I didn't watch them to bring her body out. I left. Some friends of mine took me behind the building. I don't know, guys. My sister, when she got there, she asked me who all I called. I told her I called Mama, and I called her. She called my daddy. And I don't know, guys. I'm laughing now because I don't know how the heck all them people found out, but my family was there and full flesh. So, at the time, her 3 kids, who I have now raising, she had 3 kids. And they was 3, 4, and 5. And right now, they're 17, 16, and one fit to be 15 on the 1st. Now, the youngest one whose birthday coming up, which I'm not going to bring that in now because, you know, kids watch. But we went through the trial and everything. He was found guilty, life without parole. And guys, it was hard for me the first. It was hard. What kept me going, it was the man up above. The man up above. And my family. 2 of my girlfriends, They was right there because they basically changed my kids' pamper. Two of my friend Myrna and my friend Nisa, what her name, Carolyn. They was there with me from thick and thin. My parents, my husband, he was there. When I tell you her friends, let me tell you, it's hard to find good friends, hard. I can name her friends that been in them kids' life. If I call them for anything, they there. But they dad, one call, that's it. But I can't remember when the speaking they dad, the day it happened, they found out they was crying and stuff. So I had to tell them to pull their stuff together for the kids. And my thing, what I did say to them, I said, I don't want no child support from y'all. I'm not gonna put y'all on child support. But when I need y'all for these kids, and I make that call, I need you for anything. I need you to be there. God grace y'all, they have not missed a beat. When I tell you my grandkids don't want for nothing. Don't want for nothing. When I tell you my daughter, my baby daughter, they call her a second mama. She thinks they good friends too. At the time she was married, and I did have to step outside to realize she have her own family, but I can call her. She was there. And I can call if I need anything with them, or they'll call their uncles or whatever. They uncles be there too. But it was her boyfriend took her life, and it came out that he took her life because he went through her phone and saw that she was texting somebody, and the person that she was texting. And I found out who it was, because you know in court, they bring everything out. It was an ex, and it wasn't in a conversation like that. And he bless his heart, y'all pray for him. Y'all pray for his fiance, his mother, and kids. He took his life. But he didn't take his life because of the text, because that demon had out in plan, because he had nothing to do with no texts. I know me found out a lot of stuff after fact, finding out that my daughter, when she used to have to go check the mailbox, he was watching her. It's like he was spy. It went the lot of stuff I found out he was doing, and the people that knew this, even some of her family members, not mine, her family member, knew some of this stuff, and nobody told me none of this until after. Because when my dad, when it happened, he asked me, do I know him? And I told my dad I know of him. Every time it came, he was mannered. He wasn't disrespectful. He came over my house, and I can't remember, my daughter said he made a comment, he feel I didn't like him. And I told my daughter, you tell him, I don't have no problem with him. I just don't know him. And I guess he wanted me to have that relationship like I had with my daughter at the time. Was she? No, she was at the time. My daughter, my baby girl boyfriend, I think he wanted me to have that. And I have to groan to you. And I give my sister and everybody, I get along with everybody. If I have an issue with you, it's something wrong with you, because I could get along with anybody. So I have to tell my daughter, I don't have no problem with him. I just don't know him. And so he made a comment. He said, I have a nice home. He loved my home. And I said, you can get wherever you want. Put your mind to it and go to work. And because I know my cousin, at the night before she passed, they was at my niece's house. And my daughter was on the internet doing his resume, his application trying to help him get a job. And y'all, when we went to court, this boy, I'm calling him a boy because that's what he is. This boy been going to jail since he been 14 years old. Let me show y'all. Let me get me a book. I think it's thick in this. His police record, it was that thick. It was that thick. But when I went to the court, y'all, I'm hurt now because, guys, it's coming up my anniversary for my nephew. And my nephew was something like a son to me because my nephew talked to me every day. And he passed away, and it's finna come up next month. And my daughter was the oldest granddaughter, and my nephew passed away. He was the oldest grandson. They was the two oldest. But getting back to my daughter, when we went to trial, because I didn't really have much to say, so they just put me on the stand, asked me question, how do I know him? Asked me a question, how did my family treat him? My family don't treat nobody bad. Everybody tell you they love my family. My family, we always doing something. We're close in the family. Heck, we got people like, I done had somebody, look, tell your dad to adopt me. And he been saying we did good to him. Now, only person, guys, I want to mention about his mom. I don't have no respect for her. I don't have no respect for his mom. I understand she had to quit her job where she working because when they found out her son, a lot of people saying something. I understand she quit her job where she was working. But the reason I don't have no respect for this woman, I know somebody came and said she probably don't know what to say. Still, I think my cousin did went, because I'm going back, y'all. I'm everywhere. Please just forgive me. I'm everywhere. When we went to clean up my daughter's apartment, because we had to go clean it up, and I went to the landlord to get the keys, and the landlord told me, she said, I cleaned everything up because I knew y'all was coming in there. Because I was going to expecting blood, everything. And when I got there, they cleaned it up good. It didn't look like nothing. So I cleaned up the apartment, and I asked my kids what I want, and I gave her stuff out, and certain stuff I kept, and certain stuff my other family had got. I lost my thought that quick, y'all. I'm sorry. Y'all lost my thought that quick. I thought, oh, y'all. Okay, y'all, sorry about his mama. When we was in the courtroom, me and this woman was in the bathroom at the same time. Same time. Not once she say anything to me. But once we clean up her apartment, we put all his stuff in a box. And my cousin said I would take it to his mama because he had some medicine there. And I think the medicine was in there had his mother address on it because she worked at a pharmacy in a hospital. My cousin took his stuff to his mom, and she did told my cousin, she said she didn't know what to say. And my cousin told her, call me. She said my cousin basically said, we're not following you. She said, it wasn't your fault. And I didn't fault her because you would raise your kids. And then the thing about it at the time, guys, I found out she had another son in jail for killing somebody. So I can imagine what this woman going through, but at this point, I don't have anything to say to her. I don't. Not once she reached out, Because my daughter, youngest child, is her grandchild. Not once she reach out. But she don't need her. Because the person that raised it will help me was my son, my daughter ex-boyfriend. I call him son. He been in her life since she was born. And let me tell y'all, he ain't missed a skip a beat. He been in her life since. He said he made a promise to my daughter, and baby, he been in her life since. School, education, he on her with that. If I need help with school, if I need help with anything, he there for me for that. He ain't never asked me for nothing in return. But I say this to say, I hope I help somebody with this. I'm good, guys. I'm good. I done raised a kid. Baby, they almost out of here. They almost out of here. And I just pray and keep them covered. Nothing happened to her. Her oldest son, 17. He'll be 18 this year. He'll be graduating next year. His dad actually going to buy him a car at the end of this month. Y'all will see them in my video because they live with me. They're her 3 kids. And I hope this helps someone. So, yes, it will be, I think, 11 years this year she been gone. And it just, next month, it's going to be hard for me because I lost my nephew. And me and my nephew talk. Like, if we didn't talk every day, it was every other day. And so y'all pray for my sister this month coming up, February. Y'all pray for my sister because it's going to be coming up on the year anniversary. And it's going to come up a year anniversary on for / my aunt / my friend. We lost her a year ago. I think it'll be the 31st. And we're doing a balloon release on Thursday for her. So y'all keep my family in your prayers. Y'all continue to keep me in your prayers. You can see my daughter thing is on Fatal Attraction. I can't think of the name right now. I watched it once. A lot of people do call me saying they still airing it. But that was my oldest child, my firstborn. And that was, she was the person I could talk to. And if I tell her, get her brothers and sisters together, she was the one to do it. She was the one to say, hey, we're going to church. She'll call them, hey, Mama wants us in church. She got them there. Wherever she called me, God, we're going to say, well, gospel. She'll call me, Mom, let me tell you about your sons. And I'm like, which one? Because I have 3 sons. I had 2 daughters and 3 sons. My 4 kids, my first 4 oldest kids was by my first marriage. And my youngest sons by my ex-husband. Me and my husband, we've been together for 19 years. We don't have no kids. He have 5 kids. Child, we got the Brady Bunch over here. But what is that? Probably that light. But yeah, guys. I know I left out a lot. It just my mind's not too much clear because I got upset. But I, like I was saying, I can never ever speak to his. I know I don't have respect for his mother, because if a mother is with my child, I don't care. You're gonna cuss him out. At least I tried to reach out to say I apologize what my child done to you. I apologize. But I know the lady about gone crazy with her because you didn't have 2 child and killed somebody. But I know someone did ask me would I let, if the kids wanted to ask him why he did it with you. And I say yes, if they want their closure. But I'm going to say this to y'all. Have insurance on your loved ones. Have insurance. I'm going to be frank and honest, y'all. I didn't have no insurance on my kids at that time. I have insurance. I have insurance on them, my grandkids. They have life insurance. But my daughter did get buried. Thankful for my dad. And when everything happened, my dad got me a hug. My dad, I was crying. And I was crying. I said, Dad, I don't have no money to bury my child. And he told me, you know what my dad said? You don't need to be worried about that. And I said, what the heck you mean you don't need to be worried about my child got to get buried? But thank for, oh, now another thing, guys, I did left out. In between me going to her house, her job called me. And she said, it's out of normal that Candia don't come to work. She never call out. She didn't call in. So I just said, ma'am, we looking for her. We haven't heard from her and stuff. By the time they got the new information, it was all over the news and everywhere. Cause when they pulled him over, because he was driving slow, and then he had a one on him and something else. I don't know where my daughter found this food from. I really don't. But she was trying to break away from him, and me in between me find out a lot. I think me personally, the information that I got, I'm thinking he probably told me and threatened my daughter he was gonna do something to her kids. This me from the information that I got, because she was trying to leave him. And yeah, her job called, and she had got actually she had just got her in contact check, guys. He had took all that, and he had her purse that was in the truck. I got her purse back after the trial. Whatever was in the truck and her truck, I wasn't able to get none of that until after the trial. So I was able to get that back, and at the time she had her oldest son, dad, on child support. Maybe it's TMI, but she did have him on child support. And his mother, I talked to his mom, because his mom stayed next door to my mama, and she was telling me that he said they still taking child support on his check. So I went down to the child support office to let them know my daughter deceased, to stop the child support. So they asked me if I wanted to do the child support. I have to redo it myself. I said no, because I ain't got time to deal with them sorry folks, because they don't do what they're supposed to anyway. And then he has been excellent. He didn't do what he's supposed to when he with before my daughter, but he been excellent with me, doing what he's supposed to with him. But I did get, when I got her purse back, the child support card did have some money on it, and I called him. I was right by everything, guys. I called him, let him know. Look, I let him know I went to child support, and he said they did took one more check out of him, but it was on. She did have money on that card, and I got him some stuff with the card, and then her in contact. The food, y'all. The food gonna tell the people that was his money. He sold drugs. So the detective all them. Oh my God! When I tell you Alabama, my daughter was staying in Phoenix City, Alabama at the time. Alabama, when I tell you they have the best investigation team, and that doggone DA that worked on that case, super. But guys, they gave me they verified that she did cash her check. They verified that. I got her the income tax check she got. I got that back. I ended up taking them to Florida on vacation with some of that money. I took them to vacation, got them the stuff. What else? What else? But the food kept lying. The fact he kept lying, saying that was his money. That's what really, the only reason I knew it was her money, because she called me the night before all this happened. She asked me, she said, Mom, I got my income tax where I can cash it at. And I asked, I told her she could go to Walmart, they'll cash. So I say that, y'all, make sure you have insurance. If you don't, get insurance on your children. Get it. Unfortunately, I was blessed. Her job, on top of that, the card that they pay them on, they cancel that card, put some money on a different card, came to my mom's house, because I had everything set up at my mom's house, gave me a card, y'all. And they gave me a check for $1,000. I gave that to my sister because we were getting the money up for her funeral. And thankful where her funeral was held, the funeral home that we know them, and they covered the spray on top of her casket, and they gave me a good discount. And wherever we were left out of there, my daddy covered everything. And her grave, my aunt had 2 graves. I don't know what she had 2 graves. She got one body. But she had 2 graves, and she gave me the other one for my daughter, so I didn't have to worry about that. But the open clothes, don't y'all know you have to pay for them people to dig dirt and throw that dirt back on you? You have to pay for that. But anyway, my dad covered that. My dad covered that, paid for that, and whatever left from that, my dad covered that. I had my job raised some money, and the company where I was working from, the drill sergeant, all them got money up, and I didn't even know they looked at me like that, but they got money up for me and had flowers sent to me. What else? I'm trying to make sure I can. But have some insurance and make sure you forgive. I have forgave him. What I did do, because a lot of people calling me saying, don't you know he on social media? And I'm like, what? That's a social media. My child can't be on social media. And I called the prison where he's at and let the warden know, why is this man on the internet, on Facebook, Instagram, and my daughter in the dirt and can't be on none of that? And you know his reply that he gave me? He said, ma'am, they do have social media time. We can't handle that. But I know they said something to him because he's not up under that name again. He's on social media, but he up under a different name. I just say that. He's up under a different name. So, y'all, I know I probably everywhere with this vlog, but I just told my story to help somebody. I'm good. I'm doing good. Her kids doing good. But if you don't know, if you didn't know, if you have anybody that been murdered, killed, where the funeral is, the state will reimburse for a certain amount. So the state did reimburse everything that was paid for the funeral. And what I did, wherever my dad gave me, let me tell y'all about my daddy, y'all. My daddy would not accept no money from his kids. So I had to put the money in an envelope and give it to my sister, give it him, because I would have gave the money to him. He wouldn't take the money from me. Whenever we give my daddy money for Christmas, vacation, wherever, he take the money out the card, take the card, and get the money back to us. So we don't give my daddy no money. We just give him gift cards, or we just buy him stuff. My daddy would never, ever accept money from his kids. He never did. I don't know why, but he don't. But I did give my daddy the money back that he gave me, and I gave my mama some money because I had everything in her house. I paid her light bill. So, yeah. But guys, I'm at peace. I'm okay. Her kids doing good. Like I said, they were 3, 4, and 5 when she was murdered. Now they're 17, 16, and one finna be 15 this Saturday. So they're doing good. So you'll see them in the video, throughout the video, because they live with me. And they live with me because my first thing, what I said, I'm not going to split them up. That's one going to be the answer. They're going to be living with me before I split them up. Now, if they had the same grandmama, they probably be with their daddy. But I choose not to split them up. And they have been truly a blessing to me. Right now, they teenage and y'all know how they go. Y'all know how they go. This grandson, he got his girlfriend. Oh, they got a girl, cause they got their boyfriend, child, please. And it's like, honey, it's countdown. Cause they like, Nana, what you gonna do when we leave, baby? Me and Papa gonna downside. We gonna get a 2-bedroom and we gonna be traveling. But guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for my new subscriber. And if you have lost a child, just get counseling. I did get counseling. Me and my kids got counseling. I had put them in counseling, and I had counseling with had talked with my pastor, and it helped me out. So I'm no longer in counseling. They no longer in counseling. Sometimes the younger one say she'll need counseling and stuff, but I reached out to my Lord and Savior, and my family was my biggest strength too in the Lord. If I have not had those two, I'll probably be somewhere on drugs. I ain't gonna say no drugs. Ain't no been on drugs, and I ain't finna start. The devil is a liar. Yeah, 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 yeah. Because victory is mine. So, yeah, I'm okay. It's hurt. Coming up from my anniversary date for my nephew, y'all, like I keep saying, keep my sister in your prayers. Keep my sister in my prayer, because I feel people pain when they lost a child. I feel that pain. I feel that pain. But I hope y'all enjoy. I know this one vlog out the ordinary, but I know I speak on my daughter's cell a lot, and it was my first time doing it. But if you ever see, her murder is aired on Fatal Attraction. I know they do rerun. I don't know the name. My daughter's name is Cornelia Webb. You probably can Google. It's Cornelia Webb. I put a name up there. And the guy who killed her, heck, it ain't no shame. His name was Curtis Newsom. So, but I'm going to go. And I keep saying I'm going to go. I'm going to just say this. I'm going to leave it right here. Love on your children. Pray over your children. If you don't have a good relationship with your kid, get one. If your kids come to you, wants to talk to them. Cause baby, my kids talk. My middle son, baby, sometimes he be saying, and I be telling him, that's not nothing you tell your mama. But I listen to my kids. I listen to them. I talk to them. I tell them when they wrong. I tell my oldest son when he wrong, because baby, that little whorish thing right there. But I'm gone, y'all. Love y'all. If you know anyone dealing with domestic violence, please call the number off the screen. I thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.